If you think America's two-party system is dysfunctional, then you're in the right place. Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Art. My name's Art Rude, and every weekday morning I try to do a video that I hope will encourage discussion. Specifically, discussion that's very different from the partisan arguments of the two-party system. And the main point of the discussion is how to end that two-party system, because it's tearing the country apart. You know, this is in April, and yesterday Joe Biden declared for president in 2020 election. And the initial battle lines have been drawn in the two-party debacle, and it, in my mind, is absolutely ridiculous. To put it bluntly, the political parties want you stupid. Okay? They don't want you to think about things on your own. They don't want you to make up your own mind as to what is true and what should be done and you know, what reality actually is. They don't want you to think about all that stuff. They just want you to get on board. And so what political parties do is basically they take a small piece of the truth and make it into the large truth. It's essentially a lie, people. But I know that's difficult for many people to understand because they've been in the trenches too long. Well, unfortunately, you know, if you're addicted to a drug, it's very difficult for you to see anything else. And that's why I call it political cocaine. I think there's many people that are addicted to it because it's illogical. We have so much choice in everything else, every kind of toilet paper you could imagine, every type of cereal. But political parties, we have two choices, and they're bad. Doesn't make any sense. So that's why I wrote the book. What the heck do I do with that now? Here we go. Political Cocaine, How America Got Hooked on the Two-Party System and How to Intervene. I hope you'll consider it. But one of the things that I included here, and I remember I had to pay extra for it because they just want text. They don't want illustrations. But I had to put this in here because I think it's extremely important. See that curve there? They commonly call that the bell curve, okay? It's more commonly known as the standard normal distribution. At least that's the name that I like. It's called several different things. But it's a standard normal distribution. It describes what we've learned in statistics. Now, I just drew this out to try explain it to you a little bit. If you take any population, this is based on observations of many different populations of individuals. It could be a population of people. It could be a population of cattle. It could be a population of insects. It's whatever we're looking at. Here's the basic theory. When you look at this entire population, you can distribute them. That's why this is called a standard normal distribution. What will happen in most of the cases, most of the time, is if we choose the middle value to be the mean, or what most people would think of as the average, most of the people, most of the individuals will be close to that average. Statistically, it's worked out to be what we call a standard deviation. And if you go one standard deviation above and below the mean, that's going to be 34% on each side, or 68% of the population will normally be pretty close to average. And then you go another standard deviation above and below, that's another 14%. So right in here, from this line over to this line, okay, that represents 96% of the population. But what do you have over here? You have what we commonly refer to as the tails of the bell curve. And so are these members of the population? Absolutely. Are they representative of this 96%? No, not. I mean, there might be some that are. But these are kind of remote individuals. Okay, so what did we find out? Biden says that he was moved by the white racist gathering to jump in the race. So what's the implication? That the Republicans and the supporters of Donald Trump are racist. So Republicans are racist, and you're going to hear this now from the polarized on the left of the two trenches. But where are these racists? Well, I don't doubt that they're there, but they're out here in the tails. Does it represent the entire population? Absolutely not. Are they there? Absolutely. They're in the tails. It's a component, but certainly not the whole thing. Okay, so now let's look at Trump, what he said already for the campaign. Of course, Bernie was in front at the time, but I think the battle lines are drawn. All Democrats are socialists. That one just cracks me up every time. Now, if we take the Democratic Party, the same idea, any group, you know, most of them are going to be close to the mean, close to the average, but are there other examples? Oh, absolutely. Are there socialists? Oh, absolutely. They're in the tails here someplace. Are they there? Yes. Are they representative of all Democrats? No way. Not even close. But that's what political parties do. They take a small sliver of the truth, and they want you to believe it's the whole truth. And unfortunately, many people do, because they're involved in this trench warfare with that awful, evil other party. Well, I got news for you. They're both evil. Oh, dear. Oh, well, hopefully more people will learn and discuss before the system falls apart. That's what I'm trying to encourage. I hope that everybody out there can understand that every day is a gift. That's really the most important part. You've been given another day. And every day being a gift is a present. That's why they call it a present. So unwrap that present carefully and get all the good stuff in there. Hopefully a good discussion. I hope you have a great day.